It's up and running now. Yep. I'll check the website then. Okay.
Grab on the table. Grab on.
Can you tweet the new link, James?
Just hold on. I'm sorry for that.
The YouTube.
You guys okay?
Receiving to start tonight's game.
Got that? It's Catholic's receiving.
She said she's staying there.
Yep, I see it up there. Yep. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise.
Okay.
Let us bow our heads and pray for God's blessing.
Yep, no problem. See
In
you.
the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, send forth your grace upon all gathered for this game. Bless these players, coaches, and officials. Give them your guidance and protection, and allow your Spirit to reign in their hearts. And gracious Lord, when the game of life is over, may they win the most important victory, eternal life with you. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live here at Berks Catholic High School. After a few technical difficulties, we're ready to bring you live action. Berks Catholic versus Pope John Paul II. I'm here with Andy Zokowski bringing you the action tonight. Andy, how about some game notes, some things to watch out for tonight in tonight's matchup?
Well, this should be a pretty interesting matchup today between two what appears to be very similar teams. Both teams have a 2-1 record. Both teams have 2 wins at home. Very similar offensive output, but a different contrast to styles. You're going to see in the Berks Catholic team a wing T offense, which is predicated on a lot of misdirection, emphasizing block angles, lots of pulling guard play that creates great leverage for the offense. Essentially, you'll see that every play kind of looks the same, but has a very different outcome. Pope John Paul II, they're much more of a pro set type of offense. You're going to see trips on either side. You're going to see them spreading out, get a little bit more offense through the air. They pass probably about twice as much as Berks Catholic does. And just be careful there. They'll try to exploit the middle of the line, and if they can get their big running back Clark or Little to go up the middle, he can really bust open some big runs.
Yeah, Little with 2 runs over 60 yards so far this season. BC defense looking to keep him at bay. Cacchione's back deep for Berks Catholic, and little pause there before we get started. A pump fake by Pope John Paul II on the kickoff, but here we go. We're underway at Berks Catholic. Fielded by Josiah Jordan, and he brings it out past the 40 to the 42-yard line, and that's where BC will set up shop for tonight's game. We get our first look at the BC offense. Quarterback Mitchell Gatz will be under center for the Saints. Caccione, Josiah Jordan, and Luke Hughes look to be set up in the backfield.
Well, James, they have a very talented backfield, and you're going to see that they produce the majority of the offense between Hughes, Caccione, and Jordan. They're going to be about 96% of the total offense that we'll see tonight from the Berks Catholic side.
And the first play goes to Luke Hughes, a handoff. He's stuffed for a 1-yard loss by the Pope John Paul defense. So a good start on defense for the Golden Panthers.
Hughes, a hard-nosed kid, goes off the left side. Wasn't a hole for him to get through, but look for a lot of that misdirection off of the fullback, and especially with 11 Caccione.
Two backs deep. Handoff goes to Caccione. He's around the outside. He picks up a nice gain, close to a first down. And it looks like he might have it as they're moving the chains. He does. First down, Berks Catholic.
Now, Christian's going to be the workhorse of their offense, having the lion's share of their rushing yards. And what's really interesting about Caccione is when he breaks through that line, he moves laterally very well. You'll see him kind of move left to right almost as much as he moves north to south.
Get your mic off of your lapel there. It's kind of hanging.
There's Josiah Jordan, breaks free, and he's dragged down out of bounds. DJ Clark with the tackle. First down for the Saints.
Jordan can really give him that burst of speed around the end, a little bit of a contrast. Very quick, and a very nice gain on that play.
He gets it down to the 22-yard line. First and 10 for the Saints. 11 minutes, 13 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Caccione in motion. Hand off to Hughes, and Hughes, a small gain there.
Hughes on the carry, brought down by number 8, Derek.
Gain of 4 actually on the play there by Hughes. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Saints.
I've seen a little bit of that misdirection, trying to kick in essentially the same play that they started out with, but that line softening up, the holes, they're trying to figure out who's getting the ball in this misdirection-based offense, and Hughes with a nice gain up the middle.
Jordan goes in motion. Caccione on the end around, cuts in up the middle, and he's brought down there by Derek Scarbeck.
Caccione on the carry for the Saints, brought down by number 8, Derek Scarbeck.
And it's Scarbeck's first tackle, coming down from the safety position. The D-backs will be close to the line tonight, Andy, as the run is going to be the majority of the plays run here by the Saints. The Saints only have 14 pass attempts on the year. Here's Caccione riding his block there, and he gets it inside the 5-yard line to the 4. First and goal, Saints.
He runs there, and you see again Christian scooting around as he breaks that line, looking patient, waiting for a hole, finds a nice gap and gets a first down.
He tucked up right behind Owen Reber to get him inside the 5.
That guard play, as I said, you follow the guards. Reber, one of the guards, where those guys are going. The fullback and the guards in this wing T offense are some of the best athletes on the field. Follow where they're going, and you'll see where the play's going.
First and goal, Saints. Gatz hands off. Hughes into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Touchdown run for the Saints.
So the Saints strike first here on homecoming night at Berks Catholic.
Nice drive for the Saints, establishing the run, looking very good. Lots of room to run. It's going to be the recipe, I think, for the rest of the game.
Couldn't ask for a better start.
Yeah. Or a better night. What a beautiful night for a game of football, I'll tell you.
Very beautiful as Gonzalez. Extra point is good. 7-0 Berks Catholic. 9 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter, as the Saints will get geared up to kick off to the Golden Panthers of Pope John Paul II. Good crowd on hand here at Berks Catholic.
Homecoming night. That was a great presentation we saw earlier.
Very well done by the athletic department and the staff here at Berks Catholic.
We also have all the junior program members here. We have the junior cheerleaders. There's about 100 cheerleaders here tonight. It's really a nice environment.
For 85, Tyler Gibbons is set to kick
Tyler
off.
Gibbons will kick off for Berks Catholic. Back deep, Josh Little
Panthers number 9, Josh
and
Little.
Marquise Williams.
Marquise Williams.
So Williams is going to be a big playmaker for them. He's pretty much involved in a lot of the receiving yards, special purpose yards, and also as a D-back. But look for him to make a difference here, and he'll get the ball.
Williams fields it at the 10-yard line, goes right up the middle. Untouched so far, breaks it to the outside. He's at the 50, the 40. He's going to outrun the Berks Catholic special teams unit and into the end zone for a touchdown is Marquise Williams. And Pope John Paul II with a very, very quick answer.
So we're going to call that my first Tony Romo of the game. You can tell by watching these guys that number 20 Williams, Marquise Williams, is a playmaker. He'll look for him too going out on passes, but that was one heck of a run up the middle, broke it out in the seam on the right side, and took it probably 85 yards for a touchdown.
A heck of a return there for the Golden Panthers as they'll attempt their extra points here.
They're going to be going for two with an offset. They'll come back in, just a little bit of a waggle. Nothing going on there.
We have a penalty flag. False start looks like it is going to be the call here.
Live stream, you can get the link from the search bar.
Steve Rist is on to attempt the extra point, but he'll have a 5-yard longer kick here. 5 yards longer after the offensive false start.
So James, we should expect some offense tonight. Both teams averaging in their first three games about 40 points a game. So, and particularly early. 80% of Berks Catholic's points come in the first two quarters of the game. So expect some fireworks as we get started here.
Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it's good. We have a tie game here. 9 minutes, 11 seconds.
45, Steve Rist.
As the Saints will go back on offense and look to get that lead back quickly.
Like I said earlier, James, it's a lot of commonalities, but a steady contrast. Berks Catholic, nice, steady drive. Methodically drove down the field and scored. Really impressive, but equally as impressive. First play of the game, get the kick and take it all the way back. Really, really, really interesting beginning to this game.
As the Golden Panthers get lined up, the Saints are ready to receive. Caccione back deep. Jordan at about the 17, 18-yard line. And Trace Brown is at the far end of the field at the 20-yard line.
J.J. Jordan at number 20.
J.J. Jordan returned the first kickoff
Steve Rist set to kick off for the Golden Panthers.
off of Rist's foot to open the game and returned it to about the 42-yard line. We'll see what the Saints can do with this kickoff as it's a high short kick. Fielded by Reinhardt. Reinhardt breaking some tackles, carrying some players onto the 41-yard line, where the Saints will shut up shop again.
You know, that's a dangerous back in the back for Berks Catholic. It looked like that time they didn't want to risk it, getting it back to Jordan again, so they pooch kicked it, and tight end came back and fielded it, and got some pretty nice field position to start off at about the 41-yard line.
The 41-yard line.
So Berks Catholic back at it on offense. Hughes in the backfield along with Caccione. Caccione with the carry. Breaks some tackles, kicks left to right, and he's on his way to the end zone at the 20, 15, tackled down at the 13-yard line. And the Saints are back in business inside the red zone.
Like I said, Caccione breaks that line and then watches lateral movement. He got through over the right side, cut back against the grain, big hole.
Very
really
shifty.
nice run.
Very shifty move there by Caccione.
First and 10, ball spotted at the 13-yard line.
We'll see what they come up with here at the 13. First and 10. We have a penalty flag on the play. A false start.
Where that came is probably going to come from the line of Berks Catholic. Let's see.
The offense moving back. We get our call from the referee. It is a false start. First and 15 now for the Saints.
Procedure on the offense. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Hughes will carry it, and he's met in the backfield. Loss of a yard on the play.
See some good penetration there on the side of John Paul too. Here's on that guard on the right side, tried to get out and leave that play. So Jackson was the lead guy, kind of got stuffed there as that guy was shooting the gap, kind of pushed the whole play back a little bit.
Second and 16, ball on the 20-yard line for the Saints. Gats under center. Jordan in motion. He gets the handoff. He goes around the outside. And a nice pickup.
A.J. Jordan on the carry.
We'll get close to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a few more. And it'll be third down here. Third and long.
This is where PJP's got to tighten up. They were in a similar position last time. Gave up the big run over the right side. Looked at them to come over that right side again. Kind of see if Lightning can strike twice here early in the first quarter.
Gats has the snap. Hands it off to Caccione around the outside. And he's inside to the 2-yard line.
On the carry, brought down by number 1, TJ.
That's good for a first down.
And just as last time, Christian over the right side, that hole's there. They get the wide side of the field on that side, and they're exploiting that pretty well. And Pope John Paul's got to kind of figure out this misdirection.
It's not something you see every day, so it does take the defense some time to get used to, which is evident here as the Saints are knocking on the door again on their second possession. As Caccione has it, and he sidesteps into the end zone for another touchdown for the Saints.
Saints and a touchdown.
Very similar recipe as the first time. Nice, methodical drive. Had a run in their offense, running the plan. A lot of nice gains from all the big three in the backfield. And same result.
6 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock as Andrew Gonzalez is on to attempt the extra point. It's up. And it's no good. 13-7 the score. Berks Catholic with the lead. And the Golden Panthers gearing up to receive. We'll see if their offense hits the field this time.
Well, a little deceptive on that one. kind of looked like it was good from our vantage point. So let's see what the Berks Catholic defense can do. They've been waiting, chomping at the bit to get on the field. So let's see what their thoughts are on special teams for Berks Catholic. Let's see if they make any adjustments. I would imagine they're going to kick it somewhere between the deep guys in that second row of receivers for PJP, and let's see between 2 and 6. Let's see how they react to this kick.
Yeah, Steele DiPetrillo and John Beach are the upbacks. Back deep is Marquise Williams and Josh Little again. Williams returned it for a touchdown in his last kickoff by the Saints. See if the Saints take a page out of the Golden Panthers book and indeed kick it short. Gibbons on the kickoff. He kicks it deep. Williams has it again. He's inside the 10, fields it at the 9, breaks to the outside, and he's free across the 40 to the 42. And we'll see the Golden Panthers offense for the first time tonight. Again, the score 13-7, 6 minutes, 17 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Gibbons with a nice strong kick on that one. He really sent it back deep. He does their punting too, a very talented athlete, plays multiple sports. It was a real nice kick on that one, but nice run back.
Casatini on the tackle for the Saints on the kickoff return. Golden Panthers offense on the field. Pass goes out to Williams. Makes a couple of nice moves, gets out of bounds, but a flag on the play.
And where that one came from, that one's likely going to be coming back. Probably a hold.
Offensive holding.
What's interesting on that play now, their big workhorse is number 9, Josh Little, and you're going to see him on the multiple running plays. But at that point, they ran Marquise Williams out of the backfield. He's a receiver. He flared out of the backfield and caught that one in the flat and tried to take it downfield. So watch these playmakers try to get included in different aspects of the offense.
So 1st and 20 for Pope John Paul as DJ Clark is back in the shotgun formation. Pass to Williams, broken up on the play.
Tipped by number 20, Trace Brown.
So see if we can get yourself. James has it, so it sticks up.
Trace Brown in coverage. Second down and 20 for Pope John Paul. Clark takes the snap, hands it to Little. Little up the middle. He gains a few.
Josh Little on the carry for the Golden Panthers.
Brings up 3rd down and long
Xavier Sefredo.
as the Saints look to get off the field here. Golden Panthers getting the play from the sideline. And ready to go. Clark in the shotgun. Little to his right. Flush to the outside. Throws it off to Little. Josh Little with a gain of 2. It'll bring up 4th down and 14.
Brought down by number 19.
Sorry, 4th and 11.
Nice pressure by that Berks Catholic line, number 52 Jackson there, putting the heat on, and Clark had to reel out and get rid of that ball.
So J.J. Jordan will go back to receive along with Trace Brown. And Jordan has it. Nice block by Brown as Jordan moves in and out of traffic and crosses into Golden Panther territory. He's brought down at the Golden Panther 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Saints. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. 13-7. Berks Catholic with the early lead. And the offense is clicking so far for the Saints.
It was a really nice set of downs for Berks Catholic on defense. You know, Pope John Paul is really talented, but they got themselves in a really big hole in that first play. And I'll tell you what, when you come back that far, had a nice reception there, but barely got back to the line of scrimmage. So they're going to have to work on that and get into some kind of rhythm here to keep this thing close.
Luke Hughes in the backfield. He gets the handoff.
On the carry for the Saints.
It's like a gain of 9.
Brought down by number 52, Keith Dunstan.
A gain of 8. Second down and 2. Hughes, the lone back in the backfield. Here's a pass attempt by Gatz. He's outside. He's running with it. And he's forced out of bounds by Little. Josh Little forces him out.
14, Mitchell Gatz.
And he'll be short of the line to gain third down and 3.
By number 9,
As
Josh Little.
Gatz was unable to pick up any yardage.
I think the primary focus on that pass, primary receiver, was Jordan. And, look at those big three. They account for most of it. You had Brown, number 20, open deep, and Jordan opened a little bit shallower. So let's see if they can turn that into something.
Here's Caccione, cuts inside. He's brought down close to the first down marker.
Caccione on the carry.
Looks like he has the first down, as they will move the chains.
Brought down by number 53, Nazir Lake. First down, Saints.
So a fresh set of downs for the Saints. As the clock ticks, 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. First and 10. Ball at the 31-yard line. Jordan in motion. They give it to Caccione, and he sees a wall of Golden Panthers. He's brought down there
Caccione on the carry for the Saints.
by Derek Scarbeck.
Brought down by number 23, Brendan Kenning.
Really important for the Golden Panthers here to hold, because if they get down by two touchdowns early, especially with Berks Catholic's ability to run the ball and manage the clock by doing so, they're gonna dig themselves an early hole. So they gotta find a way in this set of downs to stop them. You got the wide side of the field to the right again. Watch for that movement out to the right.
Here's the second down and 10 play. Jordan in motion. They give it to him, but we have a whistle and a flag. And we'll wait for the call. And it looks like it's going to be on the Golden Panthers. Encroachment by the Golden Panthers. That'll bring up 2nd and 5, and that's one thing you don't want to do, Andy. You don't want to give this Berks Catholic offense any yardage.
Yeah, they can't afford the mental mistakes at this point, especially now. They gotta figure out a way, dig deep, and figure out a way to stop them here. Again, wide side of the field on the right.
Here's Gatz. Pressure. And he's wrapped up by the Panthers.
Saw the tight end, Tyler Gibbons, wide open in the middle of the field. It's tough when things are in motion like that to pick out all the receivers. But you did have some opportunity. You had Hughes early, and then Gibbons a little bit later as probably the secondary receiver. So they'll get it down.
Third down here, 3rd and 5. Hughes in the backfield. Caccione near side. Jordan in motion. They give it to Caccione. He cuts it in, and Pope John Paul holds here on 3rd down. A gain of a couple there for Caccione. But it brings up 4th down and short. Looks like a yard. We'll see what Berks Catholic decides to do here.
Nice play by 13 Scarback on that one, and the right side of the D line for Pope John Paul held on that one as well. So I would imagine where they are, they're going to go for this. Like I said, this is going to be a key play early in the game.
As time is ticking down, we're 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 4th and 1. Here go the Saints. We have a whistle and a flag. Looks like it's on the defense again. That'll give them a fresh set of fresh set of downs.
Coach's call on the defense. 1st and 10, Saints.
That's better.
So 1st and 10 inside the 20-yard line. Looks like it's at the 17-yard line.
Ball spotted on the 17-yard line.
Pope John Paul makes an adjustment on the D-line, trying to shore some things up. Right now they're trying to deal with this misdirection. There goes Hughes up the middle.
Hughes up the middle, breaking tackles, and he's at the 6-yard line.
Luke Hughes on the carry, brought down by number 52, Keith Dunston.
Bring up 2nd down and short. Looks like 2nd and 1. At the 7-yard line as time expires here in the first quarter. The score, Berks Catholic 13. Pope John Paul II, the Golden Panthers 7. So we have 12 minutes up on the clock. Andy, how about that first quarter?
Well, I think it's pretty much what we thought. Berks Catholic's going to try to control the game on the ground. They're going to do a lot of misdirection. They're going to kind of run it right up the middle, using their workhorses like Hughes and the guards, and that's exactly what they did. Pope John Paul's got to come up with a solution for that ground game because it wasn't fancy. It's kind of ball up your fist and run right over them, and that's exactly what they did. And as I said earlier, if they get behind, they're going to be in trouble because Berks Catholic has the ability to grind out the clock and grind out the yards, and they really don't have a solution at this point.
Yeah, so far, Berks Catholic has eaten 6 minutes and 24 seconds to end the first quarter, and they still have possession of the football at the 8-yard line.
Pope John Paul's defense has been on the field an awful lot in this first quarter. You had the sudden strike on the first set of downs that they would have had. Also, they have a passing style of offense, so doesn't take up a lot of clock, doesn't take up a lot of time, and very quickly they turn the ball over because of some mishaps. Right now, what's killing them is penalties. They had that key penalty on offense. They have 2 down here on the stretch for infractions on their D-line, and that's really hurting them as we get close here. And they really gotta focus on shoring those things up and stopping them on this drive.
As we get ready to kick it off here in the second quarter, 13-7 the score. First play of the second quarter, Hughes in the backfield. Jordan near side, Caccione far side with Brown end up way outside as Jordan's into the end zone. That's their 3rd touchdown by the Saints on 3 possessions. Efficiency at its finest.
Real nice contrast on the drive for Berks Catholic. Either have Hughes pounding it up the middle or Caccione or Jordan around the end. Really good change up. Hard to defend, and right now Pope John Paul is struggling with it.
And it looks like Berks Catholic's going to go for 2 here. 19-7 the score. Gatz under center. Jordan in motion. Gatz rolls out. He's met by the Pope John Paul defensive end, and he's brought down. The conversion is no good.
That's
19-7, it will stay.
Number 23, Brendan Keating. Very nice play. Balanced up nice. Gatz was rolling out. Really broke down nice and made a tackle. That was a key stop for them. Now puts them 2 points down from the point after attempt.
So a 12-point lead for Berks Catholic. $11 minutes, 51 seconds to go in the second quarter. We'll see if the Golden Panthers offense can get things going here when they get this next possession. We'll see how far Gibbons can kick this one too. He got it to the 9-yard line on his last kickoff, and Williams brought it back with a nice return. And the Saints defense held the Golden Panther offense. Didn't allow a first down on their first offensive possession. Got right off the field and put up another quick 7. That's how they have 19 points.
Number 20, Marquise Williams.
There's the kickoff. Squib kick. Off nice. Wow. Mishap there by the Golden Panthers as Marquise Williams has to fall on it at the 10-yard line, and that's where the Golden Panthers will take over. It was off the hands of Steele DiPetrillo.
They got a real nice home field bounce on that one. On that one, as we called it last time, except they did it this time, Givens with the squib kick. It had a real nice bounce, bounced over the second line into Williams, and Williams didn't have much he could do with that by the time Berks Catholic was down to cover that ball.
All right, we'll see what the Golden Panthers can do here. Little in the backfield to the right of DJ Clark. Motion there by Williams. They give it to him. Onto it, and it's incomplete. Almost an opportunity to kick that off there by Trace Brown.
Wow, tip drill right there. Brown sniffs out. They had a modified screen with wings coming out to the right. That bounces off the receiver, and Brown almost picks that off out of the air. Nice play on John Paul too, though. They're really mixing it up. Let's see. They're gonna stretch this field out. Look for Williams, number 20. He's in the slot. They got trips to the right on this play.
There's Little up the middle. Oh, that's the quarterback. Sorry, DJ Clark with the carry. Gain of 14.
Watch for them to try to beat that. Berks Catholic has got to be tough up front because with such a spread field, you're going to spread the D-backs out and you break that initial line. Clark with a nice gain there on that one up the middle.
Gets them away from their own end zone there. First down and 10 for the Golden Panthers. Ball at the 26-yard line. Josh Little flips sides. Clark has it, looks outside, deflected there. Nice play. Pass intended for Brendan Kenning.
That was Givens on the deflection.
Pass deflected by number 85, Tyler Givens.
Yeah, it is. Tyler Givens getting his hand up there.
Yeah, all that basketball experience for Givens really helpful there as he skies up and blocks that one a little bit. I'll tell you what, 23 was open for John Paul. Let's see if they go back to that. That was a nice play.
Williams in the backfield, they throw it out to him on the wheel, and he's out of bounds with a 5-yard gain, brings up third down and 5.
Figure out a way to get your playmakers the ball. It's common sense, it's basic football, and 20 is a player. So they're going to put Williams at a bunch of different spots to try to get him the ball. Real nice on that one, real out of the backfield, caught a flare, and got a nice gain out of it.
Clark in the backfield. Looks like Josh Little's back there with him again. Wide receivers closest to us here, Braden Reed and the tight end Brendan Kenning.
Good for them to get Kenning in the game because
just out of the reach there of Marquise Williams. And bring up fourth down. 4th and 6. They'll have to punt again. 11 minutes left here in the second.
At this point in the battle of field position, it's not in their favor. They haven't got too long to go here, about 6 yards to go for the first down. And being at their own 31, it's just too far. So they're going to have to punt it out, and they're going to have to find a way to stop them. And the dangerous return, man, there's an awful lot of space for these two guys, Brown and Jordan, to take it back. So key for John Paul right now is field position.
Jordan and Brown back to receive the punt here. Punt to the right. Jordan lets it bounce in front of him. It goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Out of bounds. Will be spotted at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10, Saints, as they look to add to their 12-point lead. 19-7 the score. 10:51 left in the second quarter. We'll see, once again, the key here, come up with a stop. Golden Panthers need a stop here to get their offense moving. Offense hasn't been able to find a rhythm. They picked up their first down on their last drive, but then had to punt it away after a few incomplete passes. Here's Caccione. He's brought down at the 41.
Caccione on the
Gain of
carry.
3.
By number 3, Joe Pickle.
A nice play by Pickle coming up on the flow, and half the line leading that play. They're going to get out in front of it. There's this misdirection. Remember, creating blocking angles. Pickle comes up from the right defensive backfield, makes a real nice play on Caccione, holds him to about 2 yards.
So gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Saints. Gatz under center, using the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way forward for a couple yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 6.
Schaubeck.
17, TJ Marcella.
And Schaubeck coming up from the DN spot on the left side. Nice play on that, holding the line a little bit. They got about 5 or 6 yards to go here, but some positive momentum on JP2 here, trying to hold him back. This is the key. This has been the bend or break on 3rd down. If they can hold them here on 3rd down, create an exchange on a punt, that'll be a big win for Pope John Paul II.
Here we go, snap to Gatz, give to Hughes up the middle. He's close to a 1st down, very close.
Hughes on the carry for the Saints.
Looks like the official on the far side has them short by a yard. It'll be 4th.
Brought down by
4th in the yard, yes.
I'll tell you what, that's a whole helping of manhood there to stop. When you got Collazo and Hughes trucking up the middle, you better have a couple guys there to stop them. That was a good gain on Berks Catholic's part.
This will be the 2nd time Berks Catholic goes for it on 4th and 1. Successful on the first. They're going to have a measurement here. And it'll be 4th and inches.
Now, I would, if I were a betting man, I'd bet they'll stay in the field, and I'll bet you'll see 44 going up the middle, or some sort of misdirection. But I think they're gonna stick with what works for them in short yardage, and it's probably Luke Hughes up the middle.
All right, big 4th and 1 here for the Golden Panthers. They need a stop badly.
Gatz.
It looks like a quarterback sneak, and Gatz has the 1st down easily. He picks up 2 or 3 on the quarterback sneak. That's the first time the Golden Panthers have seen that. Although 4th and 1, you should be prepared for it, but
Very nice play though, very nice. Mitchell just tucks in behind the right guard and easily gets the 1st down. That's a nice play.
So the Saints move the chains once more as we approach 9 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line on the Golden Panthers side of the field. There's Jordan. Untouched. As he gets to the end zone. Beautiful cutback, and he's down inside the 10-yard line. And the Saints are back in business in the red zone.
Tonight we're seeing a clinic on lateral movement. There's another play where Jordan was presented with a guy right in front of him and did the whoop and scooted right out to the right for a nice gain.
Very, very quick movements by Caccione and Jordan. And then they bring the hammer in with Hughes. Very tough offense to stop here in the early going as the Saints are on fire. Ball on the 6.
Wide side of the field to the left. And here they come.
They give it to Jordan. He's brought down in the backfield. A nice tackle there. Number 63 makes the play. That's going to be Jacob Dabrowski.
Real nice line penetration. Following those guards. Follow the guards. He snuck right in that hole. Got to Jordan before he got to the line.
Brings up 2nd down. Givens checks in. Gives the play to Gatz as they huddle up. And a penalty marker on the play. It looks like McGeary makes his first appearance on the field for the Saints in place of Caccione, as Caccione is right next to head coach on the sideline. It'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Saints. Put them back to the 11-yard line, second down and goal to go from the 11. 7 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's see if we don't see a pass on this. It's second down. They got about 12 to go.
Here's McGeary, his first carry of the night, and he's met in the backfield again by the Golden Panthers, as it looks that they have an answer here now, at least in the short term, for this Saints wing T attack.
You know, Nazir Lake has been kind of in the middle of all this. Really nice play that time, getting some penetration and making the play in the Saints backfield. I think they no gain to a loss on that one. So
might be a loss of a yard.
Back in.
And he'll sub McGeary.
So this is one of those where having a stronger running game and passing game doesn't really help you in this down and distance. And there's a pass.
Gatz drops back and he's sacked. The first sack of the night for the Golden Panthers.
There's Nazir Lake again, coming alive and being hopped up by Chase Flutz.
Sacked in the backfield by number 13, Boyd Scarback, and number 53, Nazir Lake.
So 4th down and 16 now for the Saints.
No harm here. Field position in their favor. They're going to go for it based on where they are. They got to do the best you can. Now they got to get in the end zone, which would suggest a pass to at this point. But they have had some problems with penetration in their pass blocking, and that's been a little bit of a problem for them all year. Gatz back again.
And the throw to the corner of the end zone. It's nice for a touchdown. Isaac Picardo.
Touchdown Saints.
Beautiful play there. Nice pass to the sideline. Only Picardo had a chance at that ball. And the Saints are in with their first passing touchdown of the night. 25-7 the score. 6 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second quarter. It's a 16-yard touchdown pass by Gatz.
Real nice play. Real nice play. Way to come back.
That's the first pass that Mitchell Gatz has gotten off tonight. He a couple bootlegs. He ran out of real estate before he could get the pass off. As the handoff goes to Hughes, 2-point conversion is good. 27-7 the score. A 20-point lead for Berks Catholic.
So I'm sure Gatz would say, hey, just because we don't pass doesn't mean we can't, right?
That's right. Got to keep the defense honest.
Yeah, he put that ball in a nice position. Over the shoulder of the defender, kind of got caught up, spinning around, and it was a real nice place for the receiver to get it.
Picardo went up there and got it too, right at the high point of the pass, and got his feet in bounds.
Okay, now is a big time for Pope John Paul, because basically this is a really, really important drive. They've got to get some points out of this drive, and they've got to do it fairly quickly, because we're still fairly early in the game, but momentum is not on their side. Now, keep in mind, First Catholic scores about 80% of their points in the first 2 quarters of the game. So, will they run out of gas? They got a lot of guys going through platoon, but they certainly look like they're in control of this game right now, and certainly controlling the tempo of what goes on. So, Pope John Paul's got to do something here to shake things up.
Givens the kickoff. Josh Little and Marquise Williams deep again. We'll see what Givens does on this kickoff. As a low liner, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. That'll be a penalty.
So that's how they got the favorable bounce. The first one, he got the unfavorable bounce on this one. That's the football gods evening things up a little bit. So they're going to get a penalty, and Pope John Paul's going to get some decent field position. Watching this set of downs now, 23 is their tight end. He has been largely open in the 10 to 15 yard range. They tried to go to him last set of downs, I should say. Givens made a nice play rejecting that ball, but particularly on the last one where they went to Williams, he was wide open in and around the hash marks about 10 yards down. Look for him in this set of downs.
6 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second quarter. 27-7 the score. Pope John Paul looking to get things started on offense. Josh Little in the backfield alongside DJ Clark. Clark has it. He's trying to wiggle away, but he's sacked in the backfield.
Whitmer with some nice penetration on that one. Nice. Alex kind of blew up the play and then got them caught up and actually transformed and made the sack. Really nice play.
Brings up second down and long. Loss of about 9 yards on the play.
It looked like they were contemplating a quarterback draw there, and it didn't gotta work out for them because of the penetration of Berks Catholic.
Clark gets the snap from the shotgun. He throws. It's complete to Williams. Marquise Williams with a nice gain. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll be third down and 10 for the Golden Panthers. See if Berks Catholic defense can have another stand here and get off the field. 5 minutes, 19 seconds remaining as the clock stops with the out-of-bounds play. Little to the right as Williams goes in motion. And the throw by Clark is going to be intercepted by Jordan. And he's going to return it. He's still going. He might take it to the house. Touchdown Saints. Desire Jordan with a pick six. And the Saints add to their lead. Beautiful run back there by Jordan. Following his blocks, being patient, making a couple moves, finding his way to the end zone for 6.
Basically a punt return. Clark throws that ball up for grabs. Grissom was open. The tight end was open over the middle as well. Clark just throws it up for grabs, probably about 5 yards over the head of 20. And JJ picks that up and has the sidelines. Really nice move around the 40-yard line, the 30-yard line to take it all the way in.
So we have Gonzalez on to attempt the extra point. 33-7. Extra point is up. And this one is good. 2 for 3 on the night for Gonzalez. 34-7 the score now. 5 minutes, 2 seconds remain. As Clark threw that ball up there and Williams had no idea it was on its way to him. But Jordan camped right underneath it.
One of the things you see Berks Catholic doing as well is they're substituting quite a bit on the line, on the defensive line. And what they're trying to do is keep a lot of pressure on Clark to make him make those decisions. So while that looks like a unilateral decision, a lot has to do with what's happening here, the pressure. So Whitmer get that pressure on the prior one, bring a new set of D linemen, continue that pressure, and that's the kind of stuff that happens.
So the Saints getting ready to kick it off again. Givens getting a workout tonight in the first half.
I say he kicks it away this time. He's about 50-50. They're getting up enough. They'll probably try to put him deep and keep the field pressure on Pope John Paul.
Givens ready to go. Here he goes, kicking it off to Little. And Williams, another low liner. It comes to Little. Little hesitates, waits for his blocks to set up, and he's right up the middle. And he brings it to the 49-yard line. A beautiful return there by Josh Little.
One thing that's different for Pope John Paul, Little is usually a major part of their offense, and he had his characteristic long strides. I'll tell you what, he gets in that sprinter and long strides it out. In the prior 3 games that Pope John Paul played, 2 of which they won, scored about 40 points a game. He's played a significant role in the ground game, but they haven't been successful by air, so they don't have that offset with him right now.
Here's an empty set, shotgun formation. Clark up the middle. It's caught by Brendan Kenning, and he breaks a tackle. He's into the end zone, and the Golden Panthers have their first score of the night as the away fans go crazy across the side of the field.
Kenning's been open the majority of the time, and he's a big fella. And actually has some nice feet when he got that broken ice ball. So he got out over the middle, tough guy to bring down, and certainly he took it all the way in. They've got to figure out where he is on the field. I'll tell you what, they got a lot of playmakers. They got a lot of quick strike capability. They just got to figure out a defense to get this thing close.
First time that the Golden Panthers went with the empty set, they had Josh Little lined up outside and found the tight end, Kenning, for the touchdown. 48-yard touchdown pass from DJ Clark to Brendan Kenning, and the extra point is up and good. 34-14, 4 minutes, 45 seconds here in the second quarter. As a good sign for the Golden Panthers offense to get into the end zone there.
I'll tell you what, though, as a former defensive player, Pope John Paul is killing their defense because those poor guys can't get off the field. Good news for the offense, quick strike capability. That was really, really a nice set of downs for them. But I'm sure their defense is saying, come on, guys, give us a little bit of a break here so we can catch our breath and stop these guys. But we'll see.
As the Golden Panthers gear up to get this ball kicked off to the Saints, quickly approaching halftime. Caccione back deep. Jordan and Brown, the two up at the 20-yard line. And we'll see what the Golden Panthers do. They have kicked it short each time so far on their 3 kickoffs. High kick. Brown will return it at the 20. Cuts towards the middle. Follows some blocks, and he's wrapped up at about the 35-yard line to the 36 is where he will end up. First and 10 Saints at their own 36. 34-14 the score. And the Saints have 4 minutes and 34 seconds to get into the end zone or some more points here before halftime.
Stick to the recipe. Stick to the recipe. Nice change up on that pass play to score, but look to them to run outside as time's kind of ticking down here. Take advantage of the wide side of the field and try to pick up some bigger yards.
Fake to Jordan, hand it to Hughes, and Hughes pulls his way forward for a gain of 5.
Nazir Lake and Dabrowski again on the tackles, but they got to make those tackles. They can't make them 6 yards down the field. They've got to make them at the line of scrimmage. Right now, Berks Catholic is winning the line of scrimmage, is winning the misdirection, is winning the blocking angles, and is winning the game. So they've got to figure out an answer.
Hughes in the backfield. Caccione around the end. He's got it again. He dodges some defenders as the Golden Panthers then wrap him up, but it will be after he picks up another Berks Catholic first down.
Yeah, I'm going to date myself here, but when I watched Caccione play, when I was a kid, they had this football game that worked on a magnetic board, and it would vibrate, and the guys would move. They would move kind of side to side. And Christian reminds me of that when he runs. He just kind of gracefully, patiently finds his holes, moves from side to side, and gets a heck of a lot of yards. Really, really fun to watch.
So Gatz under center, first and 10. He hands it up to Hughes. Luke Hughes with another nice run on first down, a gain of 7.
On the carry for the Saints.
And another second and short for the Saints. Just opens up the playbook when you're working second and short.
I'll tell you what, Luke Hughes is important to this team. Obviously a pillar on both sides of the ball, but last year he was a lineman. He played guard last year. I told you how important playing guard is on this team. Now at fullback, sorely miss him on the line. The line's doing a great job, but Luke is a workhorse, and boy, he's tough in short yardage, I'll tell you what.
We approach 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Berks Catholic looking to chew some clock to get into halftime as Gatz escapes trouble and is able to pick up a couple of yards. He's close to another first down. We'll see where the referees spot the ball. And it looks like they're going to measure it.
Well, Scott did a nice job on that. I'll tell you, one thing that Berks Catholic's going to have to address when they go in the locker room is their pass protection. 13 came off the end. He was right on Gatz right away. Mitchell did a nice job, especially turning this thing into what looks very close to a first down, if not one. So a nice recovery, but they got to give him a little bit more time.
Yeah, it was Boyd Scarbeck that was in there for the Golden Panthers to pressure Gatz to get out of the pocket. It looks like they're going to be just short, a couple inches.
Wow. Not a favorable spot. Nice play by Mitchell. Way to turn that into something special. And I'll tell you what, the Luke Hughes special on third down. Let's see what happens.
It'll be third and very, very short for the Saints. Two backs in the backfield. Looks like Caccione and Hughes. See what last short yardage situation. Gatz held it for the quarterback sneak, and they do the same thing again here. And another first down, a gain of 3 or 4 again for Gatz.
Gatz on the keeper for the Saints and first
And
down.
keep the clock moving, as well as the chains. First and 10 Saints.
So that's one of the things about this winning team and the offensive style of Berks Catholic. You don't have to do things exceptional. You just have to do your job. So all these guys doing their job. Again, Gatz doing a great job out there. He follows the guard, gets the first down, and that's what they call it.
And a nice play there.
Hughes on the carry for the Saints. Flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play. And we'll see what the call is.
Probably going to come back.
Holding on the offense.
Holding call on the offense.
Certainly going to make things harder.
So first and 15. Caccione around the outside. Makes a nice little juke move, and he's forced out of bounds there by Williams. Marquise Williams forces him out.
20, Marquise Williams.
But a nice chunk of yardage that Caccione gained back there. And that's been a tough run for them to stop all night. They have Caccione and Jordan both just make a couple people miss, and they could be headed to the end zone. If they make Williams miss there, you don't know if Caccione is putting up 6 again.
Well, James, that's what makes them dangerous. They either pound Hughes up the middle or they send Jordan or Caccione around the end, and every play looks the same. So either Mitchell's going to turn around and you kind of lose track of him, and then he's going to hand it off to one of those guys going a different direction. And again, they all kind of look the same when they start out.
Nice tackle there. Nazir Lake brings up third and short, about 3 yards.
So Lake's coming alive a little bit here in the second half of the second quarter. He was struggling a little bit in the beginning, but I'll tell you what, he's doing pretty good the last 2 sets of series.
Using the backfield. Caccione in motion. Fake to Caccione, give it to Jordan. Jordan cuts it upfield. Oh, he's still on his feet. And he's forced to the outside, and he's close to another Berks Catholic first down. Great effort there by Jordan.
JJ, he disappeared into the pile, and somebody came right back out the back end and almost got the first down. Let's see here where the measurement is.
We have a timeout, Berks Catholic. 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 34-14 the score. All Berks Catholic in the early going, as a couple of the Golden Panthers down to a knee and squatting to catch their breath. As they've been on the field a lot, has this defense. With most of them playing both sides of the ball too, it's tough, especially early on in the season. Fourth game of the year.
Number one message in that locker room at halftime is going to be, man, would you guys give me a break? Stay on the field to get a nice drive because we need a breather.
It is going to be 4th and short when we come out of the timeout.
I'll tell you though, down 20, they're going to need that offensive quick strike capability come the second half because they're going to need to get on the board and get on the board fast. They need 3 scores, and they're in trouble right now as well. They got a minute. They're sitting at about the 30-yard line. Like I said, they got to try to hold it off here and not let them get any more points.
As the Saints come back onto the field, they'll huddle up.
So you liking Hughes or you liking the sneak? They got time.
I think you stick with what's working. They only need a couple more inches again.
And they have 2 timeouts, so they got some time here. If they get the first down, they're going to stop the clock on the change.
Oh, they stuff the sneak, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Wow. Pope John Paul will get the ball back with 1 minute and 2 seconds here before halftime. A huge stop, the first stop of the night for the Golden Panthers. And a great job there. Coming out of the timeout, they knew the sneak was on its way, and they just drove that center backwards. And Gats had nowhere to go.
I tell you, Bocello on that one, and D. Petrillo. Wow, those guys blew that up. And again, you kind of dancing with who brought you. They know that he's sneaking over that guard, and maybe they just blew up the guards. Find 20, find Williams.
He's in the slot.
And find Kenning. Kenning's on the upside now. 23 is on the other side.
There's Clark through the hands of Williams.
Clark's pass incomplete.
And a tough start there to the drive. 58 seconds remain.
No harm. They got all the timeouts, and they're predominantly a passing game, so the clock's going to stop on the pass. So now they're bringing Kenning out to the right out. Look at him going to curl around probably about 15 yards out, around the first out.
Here's Josh Little, switches sides to the left of G.J. Clark. Toss out to him. He runs up the sideline out of bounds with a 5-yard gain.
That's the part of their offense that Berks Catholic has basically taken away from the jump because they've been behind. So his ability to run up the middle and get yards while still there and exceptional, they don't have the time. They got to score now. So watch for that quick strike like they just did with him, but they're going to have to get vertical down the field and get some points.
3rd and 5 now for the Golden Panthers.
They're going to have to go long on this one, so look at someone stretching the field like Kenning or Williams.
Here's Little cutting into the backfield. He's tackled in the backfield. Clark keeps it. And he's close to a first down, but he'll be short, about a yard short as the clock runs down to 40 seconds. No timeout by either side as the Golden Panthers seem to be content to take it to halftime.
Looks like they're just going to eat the clock here and not risk the 4th down, giving Berks Catholic the ball back. Take it into the house and try to figure out what they're going to do to score 3 touchdowns and stop Berks Catholic from scoring.
There's about a 4-second differential between the game clock and the play clock as we're down to 10 seconds remaining. 5 on the play clock. And we'll get a timeout
likely
here
burn
shortly.
one of their timeouts. There you go.
Timeout. Pope John Paul II.
Timeout, Golden Panthers.
Just 5 seconds left. 34-14. We'll see what the Golden Panthers do here, if they just take a knee or run one last safe play and hope that it can go the distance.
You can put the scoreboard on right here. There's a little like switch, and then just click that, and it'll put up the TV. Actually, you don't need the scoreboard. Oh, look at that guy can do that.
And when we're done talking, just flip it back to the main field.
Put it back to the field. Take your names off. So just click it.
Surprising they're going to go from the shotgun here. That surprises me.
Clark has it.
Wow.
And a screen pass to Josh Little. And he's up the sideline as time expires.
Tell you what, Little's still alive.
He's looking to go to the outside. He's walked out. Ball's loose. Brooks Catholic has it. Jordan with the recovery, but he's brought down in the half. He had to half to score 34-14 in favor of Berks Catholic.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, how many times do you see when they're trying to get that extra yard, something cough up there, and that almost turned into magic for Berks Catholic.
I'm going to do a little halftime. He's going to turn the camera towards us. You want to scoot down?
Oh, yeah. We're good.
It's James Hine and Andy Zokowski. So first look at us. James Hine and Andy Zokowski, the Brute broadcast brought to you by Brute Athletic Apparel. We're outfitted in our Brute Athletic Apparel gear. Andy, we had a heck of a first half. It's all Berks Catholic, but it was an exciting one to watch. The Berks Catholic offense, very, very sharp, scored on every possession except for one. And the Pope John Paul II offense looking to get going here in the second half as they are desperate, down 20 points here. The offense was only on the field for a short period of time, maybe 10 minutes at most, as Berks Catholic just drained the clock and put up points, and a nice return for a touchdown on a defensive interception by Josiah Jordan to get the lead to where it is now at 34-14.
Yeah, if I'm Pope John Paul, I'm going into halftime and I'm scratching my head because Berks Catholic played a real nice first half. Didn't make a lot of mistakes. Pretty much executed their game plan. The guys who do well did well, and they even threw in some nice passes, which they haven't in the past, and that worked out very well for them. So in terms of their game planning, they're probably going to be telling the boys, hey, just keep doing what you're doing. Let's not fall off like we have in prior games. Let's keep it up and execute what we're doing. On the Pope John Paul side, they've got to come up with, you're scratching your head thinking, how are they going to get 3 more touchdowns than Berks Catholic in the second half? So they're going to have to get Little in the game more than he was.
Yes.
And it wasn't Little's fault. Berks Catholic pretty much took him out of it by really stopping the pass. They went to the pass right away and early. It didn't work out so well for them. Made a couple mental errors both on offense and on defense, which held them back. And that's really the difference in the game now. That's what's holding up. Berks Catholic control the game, control the tempo, threw position pretty much the whole time. And as I keep preaching, you got to get that defense out the field and give them a little bit of a break. So hopefully they can regas here over the halftime. They're going to get the ball when we come out. So we'll see how that goes for them. They can get on, get a score. Suddenly a two-score game is going to be a different complexion than the game today. If Berks Catholic comes out and keeps doing what they're doing, it's going to be a long second half for Pope John.
Again, the score 34-14. We have about 12 minutes left before the teams take the field again. But just some key players from the first half. J.J. Jordan, he's got himself several touchdowns, an interception, a fumble recovery there at the end of the half. Tackled down after a short gain. But Little looked good. Josh Little for the Golden Panthers seemed to have that screen pass dialed up at the right time. Maybe we'll see more of that in the second half because once Little gets out in open space, he's tough to bring down, similar to the Berks Catholic Saints in Caccione and Jordan.
I see that, Pope John Paul still has some weapons, and we still got to be careful. I really like Kenny. He's a big target. He's a big runner, and I'll tell you what, he has some space over the middle, and they're pretty much for a tight end sending him long. you'll see him in tight in the slot. Rarely does he line up like a traditional tight end. He's either in the slot or he's the third man out on the trips. And I'll tell you what, out in the open field, he really showed some talent down here. Obviously he can catch, but what yards after catch to me were really impressive. Look for more of him. Like you said, they're trying to get Little in the offense. That was a really nice screen pass that they pulled off. He was running till after the clock was done, trying to get every yard he could. So I'm encouraged, and obviously Williams will still play a key role in what they're doing going forward. So they're big guys. They're still there. They've still got a lot of potential. Berks Catholic by no means let off the gas pedal here coming down the stretch.
So we're going to take a short break here at Berks Catholic High School. The score 34-14 in favor of the Saints over the Golden Panthers. We'll be back right before halftime to get things going in the second half. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back shortly. Yeah, it just showed me and Ethan the top of our head. So that's good. We got 12 viewers now.
We're gonna get an Emmy. 12 viewers. And they're probably all the guys sitting right there. But is it taped then? Is it today as replay? So
It's available for a week.
is that what it is? Okay.
It's available till next Friday.
Should we go back on mute?